the infinite and the finite. Like, how can these two things coexist? How can the infinite be each one of us also? I mean, it's the apparent two, but there are two aspects basically of the same thing. And the basic picture is that, and we are first of all the spirit, we are first of all the soul, and from that soul unfolds the body. So in a way, the whole world is in us. We are not in the world. It's a difficult thing to really grasp, but you can start to recognize it as you go into your deeper level of your practice and use the energy experience. When you're going in and you're feeling the energy flow, you're connected with your breathing, you're grounded, you feel more connected with this breath and the flow in the chakras. At least even if you have a little bit of experience of that, use that as a way to follow that into the source of it. And this breathing and the chakras and the body, they're all links to the infinite in us. So there is no real distinction. It's just an apparent distinction between those aspects. And that there's no real way to express that clearly in words that anybody will automatically get that. But, gradually, as you practice, you can sense it and you can recognize it. It becomes a revelation. It's revealed to you. You are already the infinite. We are all the infinite already. But because of all our identifications, we don't believe it. We think that we are just some limited body and mind and identity. So the benefit of really doing what we're doing, connecting with the breathing and the grounding and the deep surrender, is that gradually this infinity that we are, or the deeper self, you can call it that also, it's the same, that deeper level starts to really be the important factor in our life. And I think some of you have definitely started to recognize that. And it's wonderful. It has a definite influence on the way we live our everyday life. The fact that we are doing this practice, or any serious deep practice that works with the breath and chakras and surrender and so on, is that, we automatically, sooner or later, get glimpses of this deeper infinity that we are. Sooner or later. And it's no secret by now, I'm putting all my chips into the infinity basket. I'm allowing my individual self to play out, and I'm doing it with as much love and compassion and joy, happiness, lack of reaching for anything else. Life is already abundant. It's wonderful. And it's because of the contact with the infinite that it is that. It's not because I'm any great personality, or I'm rich, or I'm well known, or I'm this or that, or anything else. It's because it's a state that I recognize in myself. And I keep wanting to nurture it, with my talk to myself, my language, my focus inside. Everything is an investment in that infinite self. And by investing in that in myself, I'm also investing in that in all of you, or in anybody who is interested in participating in it. And, it takes time, and it takes effort and letting go. But it does happen. Sooner or later, your attachment to your individual identities start to give way. And it can be also a scary thing, as this death and rebirth happens. But it's better than a death without a rebirth. But think of your practice as your anchor. This is your anchor in life, daily practice, breath, grounding yourself, flow, and using all that as a way of opening to this infinity that is behind you, us all, and behind everything. And with that awareness, there's so much less need for feeling like, oh, I need this, I need that, I need that. You already have abundance. Not one of you is without a roof over your head. Not one of you doesn't have food to eat every day. Every one of us has some challenges, but so what? And you all have good hearts. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here. So anyway, I do appreciate the sharing that we do here very, very deeply. And it goes beyond this individual life. It really does. So, reflect on it yourself, how your life is unfolding and changing. You have clearer choices. You can live now more from this deeper awareness rather than from reactive mode, reacting based on past conditioning. Doesn't mean, you don't have that memory of the past conditioning, but in the practice, you can allow them to show themselves and basically dissolve and become gratitude. And just try to focus on the gap between the thoughts, the gap between your reactions. There you have still areas in between there, don't you? Are you aware of that? You can start with the breathing, be aware of the stillness between the in-breath and the out-breath, and the stillness between the out-breath and the in-breath. And try to really feel the infinite in that. There is nothing there, and nothing meaning not death, but pure potential. It's the source of where we come from, is within you. Thank you very much for your participation. Good wishes to all of you. Lots of love to you.